Direct from Foxborough, Massachusetts, the gem of Norfolk County, and taped at the studios of Foxborough Cable Access. It's Foxborough Central. And here's your host, Bob Hickey.
And welcome to another episode of Foxborough Central. You heard the man. I am Bob Hickey, thanking you for taking a little bit of time to join with me and my guests as we talk about the people, events, and organizations that make Foxborough truly the gem of Norfolk County. And speaking of our gems, we've got our resident historian, Jim. Jack Othelet, how are you doing, sir?
Very good, and you, Bob?
I always try to come up with a new, better, exciting way to introduce you. But folks at home surely know Jack Othelet. Pub Jack is our town historian, longtime editor, reporter extraordinaire for the Foxborough Reporter, columnist, New England, everything. Just you are an icon here in town and keeper of the common, I always say as well.
Well, that's a high bar. I'll try to get over it.
It's a high bar to get over. You can do it, and I'm of course with the other person who makes up two of the three people on the committee that we're going to talk about today, the Clean Up Foxborough Day Committee. It's Tina Bellinger, who is on our school committee, scout leader, flagpole raiser.
Well, thank you, Bob.
And all things good. Tina, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank
Jack,
you.
thank you for being here. So,
Pleasure to be here.
we are here today to talk about one of those events that has sort of become part of our town cycle. It's the Clean Up Foxborough Day, of course, sponsored by AJ Dooley Disposal. Came up with this along with you, Jack, 4 years ago, and I'm so happy that you're coming back on Foxborough Central to talk about the 2016 edition. So, Jack, let's go. Let's see where we're at.
Well, you know, this is really such an opportunity for the community, for individuals who participate. I mean, you can, on that day, make an instant improvement in where you're standing. But I think in the broader sense, this is Foxborough in its finest hour. This is our sense of community, alive and well.
That's right.
It took a few new pictures of trash in a newspaper.
I remember that. That's
And
right.
within hours, this guy by the name of Dooley is on the phone and he says, "Get over here.
He called you up.
We've got a cleanup to put together." And from that humble beginning, here we are. And
Well, you know, it's fantastic because you're back, and AJ, of course, is back once again to sponsor it. And it's such a huge undertaking. So I understand this year it's a committee. And so the three of you, and this is your second year on the
This
committee?
is my second year on the committee. This is my fourth year participating, though. I took large groups of Boy Scouts all over town cleaning
right.
up the first and second year of the cleanup. And then last winter, Jack invited me to help, and I'm helping with the registration part and the publicity part for the cleanup. But I think it's a great way to participate for everyone, young and old, to participate in our community and help make it a better place.
Tina has made such an enormous contribution to the effort, but also inspired so many others, and the Scout involvement. What a great opportunity for the Girl Scouts and Boy Scouts, and true community service.
Well, you know, you mentioned that, and it is a fantastic opportunity for the local civic groups, service groups, the clubs. And I was mentioning before the show that I umpire, and
Right.
it's amazing to see all the kids
Right.
wearing these
The
phenomenal
shirts.
neon shirts, and every year it's a different color. And I say, yeah, there's a kid that's got community spirit. So, you know, we often, you know, touch on things that make up the fabric of the community. And this cleanup day truly is, at least in my mind, a huge piece of, you know, what's good about Foxborough.
Right. But it's just so great because individuals, families, neighborhood groups, every club and organization
Yes.
can get their name out there as a picker-upper.
As a picker-upper.
Great for them, great for the community.
That's
and every single person that participates in any way on Cleanup Day, I truly believe has a great deal to feel good about that night. because they made a difference.
I agree with you.
Made a
And I think
difference.
the kids and adults too. I know after I've cleaned up Foxborough, then the next time I see a piece of trash on the ground, I'm more inclined to clean it up again.
It's
so
amazing
you want to
how
keep
that-
it clean.
You want to keep it clean, and of course, it'd be nice if people wouldn't litter in the first place. But that, we'll get to that some other battle. And let's talk about right now the best way to register and become involved. The day is Saturday, April 30th. So
That's right.
for you at home, mark on your calendar now, circle it. Saturday, April 30th. It starts at 8 o'clock in the morning, and the cleanup itself runs until noon. Is that the way it works?
In the past, it seems to have wrapped up around 11:30ish.
And then everybody
people
just goes
start,
home.
No.
Well, no.
Oh, no.
Then the fun begins.
Ah, the fun. I like fun. So we start at 8 o'clock in the morning, and the rally point is, and I believe that it's at, you're going to have to help me out, where is it?
Snyder Grove.
Yeah.
Snyder Grove, and that is, of course, down on Railroad Avenue.
Bird
It's just off the end of Bird Street, just over the railroad track, where the Foxborough Company used to have all kinds of events and Vince's.
And there's plenty of parking?
Makes
Lots of parking.
unlimited parking, makes a great rally point.
Okay.
And the registration desk, registration will be very quick. There'll be coffee and donuts and
You come, pick up your T-shirt, register for you'll be registered. You get checked
just
off,
check
get
in.
your T-shirt, check in, and they'll give you your trash bags, your gloves, and your location,
And I was going to say
your
your
part of
assignment.
town, your assignment.
Because this is a very organized day. People just don't go willy-nilly
No.
around
No,
town.
no, everybody's
There's a
got a
grid, there's a
destination.
route. And
Exactly.
AJ Dooley and his tremendous crew of we'll call them professional trash picker-uppers, for lack of a better term. The entire gang works hard, and they're out there with the trucks. And so there's a lot going on here,
Right.
not just going out and picking up a few bags of
Well, and
garbage.
AJ and his guys will drive around and make sure people have water, people have enough bags, sometimes you need new gloves if your gloves break. So they're constantly making sure all our teams are well supplied out there. And if there is a particular route that you want to clean up, some people like to clean up their own neighborhoods or their own
sure.
end of town or their church area. In the comment section when you register on the website, you can indicate that, and I will faithfully record that, and you just tell them too when you get
Well, let's
to
talk about that. The
cleanup day.
website. So it's important to pre-register, so that way you get a preferred picker-upper zone.
But it's a big help too, because we know
Right.
how many T-shirts,
T-shirts.
we know how many people Jake and Joe's are going to have to
Right.
feed when it's all over, and guys from Foxborough Fish and Game will be on the grill.
Okay, fantastic.
We
So it
will take
sounds like-
anybody. We'll take walk-in people the day of. Any and all help is appreciated. But if you can register before April 30th, it's greatly appreciated. They have to order the T-shirts and the food the beginning of that week.
Gotcha.
So there is no cutoff date, but it is appreciated.
So there's two ways to register, and registration is important. You can either go onto the website
Yep.
at www.cleanupfoxborough.day, and that's spelled the company way, no
Just with an O,
UGH.
just an O.
Cleanupfoxboroughday.org,
Mm-hmm.
or they can call the Bellinger family hotline at 508-543-7487. I want to make sure I get
That's right.
that phone number correct. It's
Oh, that's the right number.
508-543-7487. So Jack, you were talking about, you tossed out Jake and Joe's and you tossed out the Fish and Game. What's going on? Why would they be out there? What's going on?
Well, the Jake and Joe's stepped up and said that they would provide lunch for all of
Fantastic.
the volunteers. So, I mean, that in itself is a big item. But then the members of the Foxborough Fish and Game, they've had a lot of experience with cookouts, and they are properly licensed to come and man this enormous grill. And you've got all these lines of people getting hot dogs, hamburger, whatever, and it makes a grand finale.
That's fantastic.
And it's just a camaraderie of the whole thing. And I mean, somebody you've never seen before, but you have a common purpose. You're going to make a difference in the environment that day.
Well, I do remember from past years an awful lot of noise coming down from that end of Foxborough. So
It's a
it
good,
sounded
fun
like a
day.
great time. So if you want to be part of the great day, be sure to pre-register. Either call the Tina Bellinger hotline or log on to the website, because it is important that you get the t-shirt. They are very attractive t-shirts, and you don't want to be the one family in Foxborough going around without a t-shirt.
Well, and it keeps you safe when you're out there on the road.
Absolutely,
you know.
absolutely.
Yeah,
Safety is paramount.
foremost.
So let's talk about the need real quick, because you mentioned those pictures, and I do remember you're bringing that to everybody's attention now 4 years ago, and the community response. So what is the need this year? Is it just as much? Is it different? Are there specific key areas, or just a general important thing to go out there and make sure that we're looking good?
Well, you have the Friends of Recreation forming a group now to do some of the public playground areas and things like that. We are very, very sensitive about some of the key areas, like the roads coming down off the highways. That's not what we want people to have their first glimpse of Foxborough to be like. Things like that, some of the high impact areas. So it's really kind of following the crowd in a sense of what streets get the most traffic. They're going to get the most effort on the pier. We had over 400 volunteers last year.
Wow.
And we picked up several tons of trash. Tons. That's a lot of trash.
That's a lot of trash.
That's a lot of trash.
Well, I guess many hands make for light work, and
That's right.
that's what we're looking for here. So for folks who want to really do something important, and it's a very important task that needs to be done, making your community beautiful, and it's also a great way to sort of immerse yourself in the fabric of this fine community. April 30th, which is a Saturday, is the day for the Clean Up Foxborough Day. It's the 4th annual. Hopefully you'll make it part of your annual cycle as well. Yep. The way to register, of course, is to call up 508-543-7487 or to register at www.cleanupfoxboroughday.org. Foxboro, for those of you who don't know. I'm going to give you folks the last word because we're running out of time, but I did want to say just thank you so much for it seems as though good volunteers always come back. You want to get something done, you ask a busy person. And Jack, I know for so many decades has been that busy person. And Tina, you really, you and your family, and just such a part of the community. Curious to know, did you just have to make eye contact with Jack? Is that how you got rolled into this?
I'm not telling.
Tina was such a presence. She was such a presence in those first years with the Scouts. She stood out, and when we said we've got to get some more help here, we wanted somebody of that caliber who we knew would hit the ground running. And but what I've known with all my years at the newspaper and in community projects in Foxborough, if you identify a need and show how it could be filled, step back, here they come. People will be out there to do it.
We love living here. We just want to give back to our community.
Yep.
And
Perfect
I think so many people who live in this town feel exactly the same way. So we're asking, sign up, help us out on Clean Up Foxborough Day.
Well, hopefully we're getting the word out. And of course, folks know that if they need to get this information again, they can always log on to our website, www.fcatv.org. Just like it says in the lovely mug. And you can check out this program or any of the other programs here in Foxborough Central, and you can get that information again. So, Jack Othelet, Tina Bellinger, am I missing anything? Is there anything else that we can say other than get out there and volunteer?
I would say thank you to Cable
Absolutely.
for helping us get the word out.
Thank you so much.
Well, and I would say thank you to you both, but also to AJ Dooley, in particular Dooley Disposal.
This doesn't happen without AJ and his company.
He's the driving force,
Absolutely.
and I think so much credit goes to him and all of the employees, the family and employees out of Dooley Disposal, because I know they do this. It's a bit of a labor of love and understanding that business is business, but a community is a community.
That's right.
So fantastic. And also to all the sponsors, Jake and Joe's.
Absolutely.
And to everybody else that gets together to make this day happen.
That's
so
right.
hopefully you'll come together and make it happen as well. We hope to see you out at Clean Up Foxborough Day. Remember to log on ahead of time at www.cleanupfoxboroughday.org to make your registration count. Get a t-shirt, get a hot dog. Life is good. Speaking of life being good, it's good of you to join us, and I want to thank you for taking the time, and I'll see you next time on Foxborough Central. Take care, Foxborough.
Thank you.